Welcome to McGurk Alumni Stadium in Amherst, home to the UMass Minutemen. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Toledo Rockets, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the UMass Minutemen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Rockets will get us underway with the opening kickoff. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. So UMass offense will go to work first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
All right, guys, let's take a minute and think about UMass. Can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Hairston. Makes the grab. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold on.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
Running the option, it's Richter. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. Touchdown, Rockets!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Finding themselves down 7. Turning on the Jets. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. And it's another 1st and 10 play. Firing to the right, complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. UMass mounting a threat from the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got enough space, and he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? It looked as if they had a chance to tie it, but that goes by the boards as the penalty takes away the touchdown. Offense set on first down. Just keeps slinging it. Complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Here comes the offense on first down. Dropping back, it's Hairston. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Offense.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. First down for this offense. He'll set up to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Massey. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offense.
A very productive. Until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. On first down, here comes this offense. Might be changing the route. From the gun. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Bounced off his feet. They're dealing with a second and long.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the...
Headed to the end zone, and he's in for the touch. But hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. So that penalty will wipe away some strong red zone execution and take the score off the board. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Back to pass on second down. Finds his big tight end. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third, and the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, UMass! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. These guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He'll keep it himself. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. The Rockets will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. The UMass offense returns to the field. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top. Breaks into the open. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Leaves it with the running back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Under fire. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
3 yards. 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Looking for room. It's Hood. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Hairston. Catch in the middle. It's Hood. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. UMass just kept it on the ground to move the sticks, and they might rely on that offensive line again. Barrels ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Minutemen!
That was a great example of a running back toting the rock with conviction. There's not a lot of time to hesitate. If you see a split second, you see a hole, you've got to hit it right now. Nice job by the RB there.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Washington is trailing right now, but I'm old enough to remember the 2001 season where UW won the Rose Bowl and nearly won a title. If that group can find a way, there's hope for this team. They're trailing by just 4 to Iowa. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Snagged out of the air. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw, it's Richter. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. And the Rockets will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Right back to the well. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? UMass to the line facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got room at the 35. And a nice pickup on the run, and gets down to avoid contact. Offense threatening 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll try the run. Shakes off the defender.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put them down and go get 1st downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game.
Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking for the score. Hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Minutemen.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Smashes ahead. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking for a man, it's Richter. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Amherst. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
The Rockets offense is back on the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably...
Gonna take a shot. Makes a catch at the 20. Touchdown, Toledo. Once he got some room, it was...
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing, to be able to throw the football.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Massey. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Now this offense is back on the field. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. UMass hoping that big run will give them some momentum. They'll ride the hot hand.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo.
Converts on fourth down. Still going. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. To the air, it's Hairston. He'll pull it down. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down into the 17.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? From the gun, the give, looking for room. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Minutemen a bit behind the sticks here on 3rd and long. Looking for a crease, it's Hood. He's dragged down at the 12, chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on 4th down? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, and he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. It may seem like a really aggressive call, but David, you settle for 3 there. It's like handing a win to the defense.
Yeah, and I like aggressive. Aggressive is good for offenses, and we've seen it time and time again. You get beat when you kick field goals. That's something that you look back, it's a big stat, so I like the aggressiveness to go for it, especially when you get it. Like, easy decision, right? First down.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? 3rd and goal for the offense. Surging forward on the sneak. Scores on the sneak. No midseason concentration laps here in week 7 as they push out that lead.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point splits the uprights. It's 28-13. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Illinois is running away with this one behind an offense that's striking on the ground and through the air with military-like precision. They're up by 24 over Nebraska. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
That's the end of the period, and it's UMass out front. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So we open the final period with a third down play. Back to throw, it's Richter. Quickly out to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Rockets have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Gets away from one, finds room. Turning it on. Just what they needed, an explosive play in the running game, and they're out to the 49-yard line before he goes out of bounds. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Makes it past the marker. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. And the Rockets pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Finds his tight end. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Holding. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. Got the back over the middle. Inside the 40. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Off play action. Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Rockets.
And you gotta love the creativity with the tight ends nowadays. They can do so many different things. Does a good job. He slips behind the defense. Defense doesn't know where he went. And what does he do? He gets in for 6.
And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped.
Well, that is a very disappointing kickoff return. They've got to do a better job up front blocking these guys running down the field. There was just nowhere for that return man to go.
Get it out on the screen. He's loose at the 15. Out of bounds, stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, and now they feel like they have room to operate.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. UMass now faces a 3rd and short. To the air, it's Hairston. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. So this defense has to protect the lead, but they can also end the deal by putting the quarterback down. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. Working well behind the sticks on second down. On the move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Toledo. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Awesome execution. Nice job going down the field, scoring the touchdown, but only half of the work is done. Under 2 minutes, got to go for the 2-point conversion here. Pick your play. Let's get ready to roll.
Good timing on the quick out. He's not going to get there. The defense coming up with a big stop to hold on to this 2-point lead deep in the 4th. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with a W.
They go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. UMass to the line, facing 3rd and long. To the air, it's Hairston. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold offense.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got his man. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Right on the money. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the 1st down. The Rockets with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. The throw to the outside is complete. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Looking deep. He's got it inside the 15. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. A designed run for the quarterback. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. And this field goal might not put the game in the freezer, but it would ice it down pretty good. And that is no good. And with that miss, still down by a deuce and missing an opportunity to take the lead. They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.